Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back. We're going straight into a gym. This gym is quite unique. The path to Sabrina is pretty specific. You've got these teleporters which will take you to different rooms and whatnot, and you kind of have to figure out how to get there. Luckily, I know an easy way to get there, but there's also all these trainers, and we can't ignore them. Like, I could walk past them pretty much going along the bottom edge. However, I need to raise my funds. I need all that money. Like, food doesn't grow on trees for Hobbs. Someone's got to pay for it. So, we've got to do all this fighting, help pay for the Feed Me Hobbs fund. He's a little bit sad today. Let me tell you why that is. Yesterday, which would be Tuesday, it was actually cloudy with a little bit of rain, actually, which is good news for us, especially for me, who would rather just not see the sun. But it comes at a price. It's the unhappiness of Hobbs's. He is so sad because his little spot by the window doesn't get any sunlight, and it makes him very sad. He has to warm up using his own body. It's tragic. So, he was unhappy yesterday about all that. Now he's unhappy today because it's actually been a little bit cloudy. It rained a tiny bit, like I would say more of a sprinkle. We're not expecting realistically to get more rain again. But I'll tell you what, it is... I'm going to try Surf, actually, see if that deals more damage. I wouldn't expect it to. Of course, I could be wrong. Could be wrong about that. But it has been cool. Last I checked, it was like low 70s. I'm going to double check. Yeah, it's still telling me like... It's like 73 degrees. I'm double checking, getting the update on it. Yeah, 72 degrees. That's the high for April. Like, well, it's madness. It's gonna shoot up into the 90s pretty much right after that. So we'll take this kind of weather for now. But it's so unusual to see where it has been steadily climbing, you know, from the 80s to 90s, and then just this weird dip. Switch these around. I'm used to putting Fearow, because Fearow usually has more health than Charmeleon, but now Charizard! Charizard's our new best friends! Okay, so, when it comes to navigating through the teleporters to get to Sabrina, you want to go bottom left. That is the best way to handle it. So you just go left here, go left here, keep going left, and then here we go, this should be the final one. And there we go, there's Sabrina. She's dead center in the middle of all these teleporters, and that's the only, like, you have to get to this room specifically, just to have a chance to reach Sabrina, which is, yeah, top left. So, it's very cute. To get back, there's multiple ways you could do this. You could either use like escape rope or a dig to actually get out of this gym. Very useful. However, if you don't have any of those things for whatever reason, you can go back through the normal way of how I go about it, and I go towards the right, specifically bottom right. Just keep going into bottom right teleporters. If in this scenario I'm in the bottom right, I'll keep going right, I'll just go top right, and then we can go back down to bottom right. And there you go. It's a very smooth system. You just gotta remember pretty much bottom left, bottom right. If you can't go on the bottom, go on the top. It's just very, very convenient. But that's the system we're gonna be going with there. And then we'll go face some more peeps. I'm not gonna bother with trying to get all the trainers, because we'll actually face a good chunk of them, and the gym leader herself. So I'm not... Plus, I don't know how to get my way back out other than either keeping track of where I've been and whatnot. Just Much easier if I just stick to what I know and just grab the trainers along the way. Under normal circumstances, I'd be like, yeah, let's get every single trainer, take their money, take their fame, and then bounce out of here, but for now, we'll leave it as is. Leave it as is. I will tell you, one of the weirder things, like, with it being cloudy is that it does, like, darken my room a little bit, which is supposed to be set up for having, you know, sunlight all the time. So I have to adjust with some brightness. Luckily, luckily it's not so bad right now. But usually, like, when it gets super dark, it makes me look like a pale ghost. Kind of like the Haunter, but in reverse. Just pale boy over here. Oh good, now I'm paralyzed and confused. Just couldn't get any worse for me. Okay, good. Because I was actually thinking about switching Lapras out anyway, but I guess if we just win the fights, then she's no longer confused. So that's a thing. Alright, hang on here, because we need to take a quick look at Snorlax. Oh, I know what we should do. We've skipped one. Right. Now, we'll just dig our way out, so that's going to actually be faster at this rate. I believe in Fire Red and Leaf Green they fixed that, so you can't dig your way out. It's tragic. But we're going to go walk all the way this way to this house. It has a sign on it belonging to a Mr. Psychic. Wait, don't say a word. You wanted this? I actually did, weirdly enough. That's why I walked over here. But he's called Mr. Psychic for two good reasons. A, because he's psychic. B, because he gives you this TM called Psychic. Who knew? And we're going to actually teach it to Snorlax. We're going to increase his usefulness here. We're going to take out Actually Rest, as good as it is. And just take that out. Give him Psychic. He is going to be awesome. So that'll give... Like, he's got Earthquake, which is really good, don't get me wrong. But, he may run out of those if we keep on fighting around and whatnot. So we just want to make sure that he's got a backup plan, because Ghost Pokemon completely resistant to normal type moves. But, at least the plus side is, Snorlax is also resistant to their Ghost moves. Yes, there's my bicycle. I know I put you around somewhere. So, it's one of those... It's a very useful trade-off. And because pretty much normal Pokemon can learn anything, like... They have a pretty good advantage against... Oh, don't do that, controller. Not now, buddy. There we go. Talk to... Sabrina's younger than I, but I respect her. She's older than me and I don't respect her, so I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. Alright. Sending out a Ghastly, please. Do I look like a pushover? Let's go ahead and just start with an Earthquake. Or we could get confused, though that's a possibility. Never thought about that, but I'm glad you could do something. So Nightshade... I believe in other games is a ghost type. Here I think it's actually a normal type. I know Lick is ghost. I didn't need to be paralyzed. There we go. I'll just go through all the status afflictions and eventually get the one I want. Alright. Nah, you can't put me to sleep. The Snorlax looks like he sleeps all day? I don't think so. This Snorlax is fit. He's ready to run like 2 feet. Well prepared for this madness here. Alright. Next in line. Pokemon take on the appearance of their trainers. Like, this is why I dress my Pokemon all up in glasses. So that they look like me. Here we go. Level 38 Haunter. A little bit scary. He should be faster than the Snorlax, because Snorlax is weirdly not known for his speed. Perfect. Like, we love Earthquake so much. So good. I knew it! I knew it! Okay, yep, and then should be the last one, just double checking. It's easy for me to forget that someone's leveled up. You want to see Sabrina? I can tell. You had to be a psychic to see into that. I could have just told you. Like, I was actually just here for my shopping spree. Needed that water, though. But, good news, Slowbro is psychic and water type, which is a little bit out of place given the number of ghost Pokemon we have faced. But the good news is that we can just use Strength again. It's a good day to be alive. Alright, come on. One more Strength should do it, even with the withdraws. Yes! Perfect. So good. Alright, and then we should have cleared everything. Perfect. Alright, Snorlax still hasn't leveled up, so I'm gonna go take a heal, and we'll be back with Sabrina very shortly. And here we are. We're ready for the fight now. This will be easy with my Snorlax. Let's see. First, learn to bend spoons with my mind. I'm not afraid of you, Sabrina. Let me tell you what I have. Everything. So, Psychic Pokemon are weak to Ghost moves and Bug moves, if I remember correctly. However, we don't have either of those in our arsenal, so what we do is we just go straight up just powerhouse our way through everything. The Mr. Mime, yes. I shall send up my mighty Pikachu. Prepare to be stunned. We're hoping we can paralyze him. It'd be nice. I don't want to actually use Thunder Wave to do it. Oh, snap! Alright, he does get a confusion, which is fine. Yeah, you'll be fine. You can take another confusion, unless if it's on a damage roll. Double Slap's actually scary. That was 5 points of damage? Yeah, that was actually scary. Alright. Perfect. Alright, Pikachu, you gotta stay in there. We gotta give it everything. It's a Venomoth Pikachu. It's a flying type. Venomoth is a little bit unusual, I must say, to see in a Psychic Gym. However, I could understand why. Okay, so Venomoth isn't what I thought it was, which is highly unfortunate. It is highly unfortunate. I thought it was a bug flying type, you know, like the Beedrill, Butterfree, that's the other one, the Pokemon we did use. Alright. Fair is fair, I suppose. Just go for the Psybeam attack, because it's super effective. It must be poison, as well as bug. I would have made it poison flying, honestly. Alright, so now Alakazam. So Psychic versus Psychic, not particularly useful. However, we did teach Arcadabra Seismic Toss, which, if you remember from long ago, deals damage equal to the level of the user. And it's unfortunate because Alakazam does have Recover, so we kind of have to hope he doesn't use it, but it's looking good. It's looking mighty fine here. And Seismic Toss doesn't do the whole critical thing, so I can't actually deal more damage. Okay, what if I just tried to do Confusion to get him confused? Because the ideal situation is I would use Pikachu to paralyze him and do it all that way. She's only using Recover just because I have a Psychic Pokemon myself. It's not like this is a winning strategy. Just trying to see if we can get Alakazam confused at this point. Because the other option, it's not a whole lot, actually. Like, if we're being honest. Alakazam just hits really hard. Oh, we're playing with fire today. Welcome to the episode where we try to see if we can confuse a Psychic Pokemon. It must be possible, right? Can't imagine it not being beaten that way. So here's here's one of the problems with Gen 1. If this was happening in a Fire Red or Leaf Green situation, I could possibly win with Kadabra eventually. However, in Gen 1, essentially the computer... Yes, that's all we wanted. Confusion. Increase our chances here. But the problem in Gen 1 is that the AI for the game doesn't keep track of PowerPoint usage for your opponents, which means they have infinite moves. But Confusion helps us out in the end, eventually. Not. It's fine. I'm not upset by how ridiculous that was. Come wild, yes. Just don't raise your Pokemon too much. And take this TM with you. Well, I know it's not Psychic. Psywave. Actually not that useful. It has a use. It's just I wouldn't teach it to Kadabra. Psywave is more based off of Strength type here, which is not Kadabra's strong point, so it actually ends up being weaker than Confusion, essentially. I noticed my antivirus updated, so that's beautiful. Hopefully that didn't ruin my recordings as far as like hiccups and whatnot, so I'll have to double check. Well, it's always a good thing to see, you know, you just are like, oh, thanks for updating something while I was using the computer to most of its capacity with how recording works. It's fine. Actually, I do want this, because we're gonna go take a little flight down to Fuchsia. So we're gonna go to Cinebar Island, which is the very bottom and left city there, which, as you can see, is not the easiest way to get to there, because it involves an ocean. Who would have thought? But we'll come take a trip down here, make sure we're all set up properly here. There's a couple trainers here, because of course. You'll have a heart attack! I had one when I saw you, sir. Look at that. It's not even properly clothed. There we go. Delicious water, by the way. Delicious water. I'll stick with Thunderbolt. Why not? Why not? Like, Thundershock might have been enough, but why go for maybes when you can go for absolutely's? I believe that was a favorite saying of Gandhi. There we go, another horsey down. But we're getting step by step closer to the end of our journey here. So I will say, like, we're going this way because there are trainers that we can face and at least take some money. Swimmers aren't known for carrying cash. Weird. But we can still at least make some bank, and the experience points are nice too. Have to warm up before my swim? I think this is the guy you should try to stop, sir. He'll have a heart attack just trying to warm up. But anyway, there's a little place called Sephom Islands that we have to get through if you plan on going through the normal way. And it's not super difficult. It can be tiresome on your Pokemon, taxing on your strength. I don't think you have to actually memorize like a whole lot of where to go. It's just a matter of actually just navigating correctly your way through. But Articuno does hide in there, and that takes a little bit of work. Gotta know how to get there. However, that will not be our route. We'll be taking a slightly different approach to get into Cinebar Island. And in my opinion, I forgot. The newer generations allow me to just talk to the water and surf from there, but I have to manually do that here. I look at the sea to forget. What are you forgetting? Forgetting that I'm awesome? There we go. But yeah, we'll take a different path eventually. We'll get around to it. Oh no! The horsey took it. Horsey said, "I will not go down without a fight." Tragic. No, I don't want to switch. And go out with another horsey. Alright, this side beam, I'm sure will do the trick. No! No! I think it's technically less damage than before, technically speaking. But Kadabra's level 37, so that is good news. Was that a special or speed? I always forget. I'm pretty certain that was a special at triple digits. That guy is crazy. Yeah, look at him. Even his speed is almost triple digits. You're so cool, Kadabra. Like, that's one of the reasons I grab a Kadabra, is they're actually, like, they may not be strong physically, but by golly, they're quick and they hit hard with their special attacks. Just, it's amazing. Like, I don't even know how he's even legal in this country. He's too strong. Too strong, I say. Good old Firo here. Triple digits as well for HP. So good. I'm gonna talk to you. Alright, yes. Just had to make sure my timing is good. We don't want to play for, like, 50 minutes and be like, well, guess that's awkward. Alright, Poliwag. Time to meet your nightmares. Oh, baby. It's so good. It's not even fair, like, how strong he is. Alright, Poliwhirl is going to be a little bit more difficult. He does have a bit more HP and defense than the Poliwags. But not by much, apparently. Whew. Gotta get through all that water. So I was, like this water bottle had some water in it, but it was lukewarm, so I was like, I'll freeze it, in the freezer, remember to take it out. Then completely forgot that it was in the freezer. So it wasn't until, basically after 12 hours that I was like, I may have a water bottle inside that needs to defrost now. So that was fun. Tastes a little weird, but I'm like, I can't waste water, not with the drought conditions we live in. So we gotta drink it up. Tastes a little bit weird, but, sometimes that happens. Like, if you've ever drunken frozen water that's been melted, you know that it tastes different as a result. But that is it. We'll do some more surfing and taking people's money next time rounds. Until then, I hope you're enjoying your day, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.